2018 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 car review. Chevrolet should have one hell of your overtime cover its performance of vehicles department. In just the recent past, there has been SS's, Stingrays, 1LA, Z51S, Z06S, ZR1S, ZL1S, and also V6 models which have consistently rewritten the bang-for-buck equation. To say nothing of fellow General Motors brand Cadillac and its immensely talented V models. Now comes the Camaro, the one that combines two of those acronyms but wears an invoice price that doesn't seem adequate to pay for the sum of its parts. The good points of 2018 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. Tons of grip, glorious engine sounds, costs much less expensive than it could possibly. The bad points of 2018 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. It's a Camaro, so there's essentially no backseat, limited visibility, and nowhere to place your phone. The 2018 Camaro ZL1 1-liter E stretches the performance envelope as being a cruise missile wearing a 4/9 stamp. There's the Corvette Z06-derived LT4 supercharged 6.2-liter V8 beneficial to 650 horsepower and 650 lb-ft of torque. The actual carbon fiber wing economic crisis for GM created in a Formula One wind tunnel that becomes the equivalent of 300 pounds of lead at 150 miles per hour, the gaping front end that swallows 106 cubic feet of air each minute more than a regular ZL1, along with the splitter and dive planes. Also, read the rubber. GM tapped Goodyear and also the tire maker brought its Eagle F1 Supercar 3R towards the table, 30530ZR19S right in front and 32530ZR19 steamrollers on the rear, which could be the widest tire ever designed for a Camaro. Goodyear says they are great for 1.10 grams of lateral acceleration, however if our well-tuned necks are any gauge, we're thinking it's even above that. The rubber is wrapped around frigid aluminum wheels 1 inch smaller in diameter versus the regular ZL1s, combined with tires and in contrast to the non-1LA car, those rollers save 13 pounds in precious rotating inertia and unsprung mass. Damper tan. The spouse of the chassis performance derives from Canadian supplier Multimatic as aluminum-bodied spool-valve dampers. Not only do they offer an elegant and passive method to vary damping force, the inverted struts supply a means to achieve race car-like negative camber at the nose. Via a trick solution to switch forwards and backwards between street and track settings, the ball-jointed and frigid aluminum top mounts in the front struts are adjustable to boost negative camber by 1.7 degrees. To set the automobile to track camber, jack one corner, remove an alignment pin inside wheel well plus the 3 bolts in the top and the strut tower underneath the matte black hood, twist the most notable mount 180 degrees. It possesses a great dual bolt pattern, reattach, and, voila, instant camber. Combined with not unheard of eccentric alignment bolts, the ZL1 1-liter E might have as much as 3.7 examples of negative front camber, although Chevy recommends negative 2.7 around the track. The 4 dampers together are about 23 pounds lighter compared to 2014 to 2015 Z28 steel-bodied dampers. The rear subframe as well as multi-link suspension are insulated, if you would like call it that, by aluminum pucks, and also the rear anti-roll bar is adjustable to a few positions. Locking around the rear end and firming the front communicates every crack from the road and in some cases the slightest variation in lateral thrust which has a sniper's precision. All on this variability was engineered into the automobile to allow keepers to fine-tune their Camaros on their home tracks. At the Jacques Villeneuve-designed Area 27 in British Columbia, we ran 40-plus laps in the 3.0-mile circuit. It was the brakes, The iron rotor units carry over in the regular ZL1 excluding the ABS calibration, rather than spent tires that prevented us from turning greater than 5 hot laps each time. The pedal gets to be a little long about the 5th lap. While we'd like to have seen the 1L adopt the carbon ceramic brakes in the Z28, they'd be expensive, and few cars feel as stable while braking in corners as being the 1L. Even when you included downshift, the auto never unsettles. The tires claw for grip in corners, being a cat scurrying up a tree. Where you expect understeer, you recruit a neutral balance, and squeezing extra throttle on exit causes the buttocks to come out gently, or aggressively in the event you simply put the hammer down straight away. We're quite sure there isn't a tire made that may contain the LT4's 650 lb-ft of torque. When one feels the drive, your vehicle will accelerate in the straight line, too. GM claims the 1L transformation saves 60 pounds, and then we don't expect the manually 1L being all that much quicker versus the manual transmission ZL1 coupe we tested. Call it 3.7 seconds to 60 miles per hour and 11.9 within the quarter mile. The ZL1 automatic will continue to be the quickest Camaro, despite being roughly 100 pounds heavier than this car. All that and a bag of creature comforts. While the chassis mods more fit into a fantastic track weapon, this car is nearly compromised for the street. Not overly so, but you'll wish to avoid every pothole on account of springs which can be 3 times stiffer than those on the regular ZL1. Matt Scrace, the engineering manager for your Camaro 1L and ZL1S, admits he wanted to make your vehicle a bit more extreme by ditching some creature comforts, the trunk lining, by way of example. He was thwarted by GM historians who desired to keep the 1L true to its roots, being an additive option, not much of a give and then take one, a philosophy that dates for the 3rd generation Camaro. Unlike the last generation Z28, this 1L has all the features in the ZL1, including heated and cooled seats, a heated leader, a head-up display, plus an 8.0-inch infotainment system. Options are limited, with Chevy's Performance data recorder $1,300, it's a forward-looking camera and data logger, a navigation system $495, and carbon fiber interior trim $500, being the only real factory extras besides several $395 premium paint colors. One thing you won't see in a very ZL1 1-liter E is surely an automatic transmission. Its manual box is identical to your ZL1 6-speed with the exception of a shorter 6th gear 0.68 to 1 versus 0.54 to 1. The shifter is crisp and lacks any noticeable wiggle inside gates. Activating the automatic rev-matching downshifts turns heel and toe amateurs into professional throttle blippers, a minimum of by appearances. The shorter ratio in top gear implies an engine turning 1,000 revolutions per minute faster at race-in pace. There are only a number of tracks this side of Bonneville that want 6th, and another of those could be the Nürburgring Nordschleife. At that hallowed German track, a ZL1 1-liter E turned a lap in 7 minutes and 16 seconds. Which is over 21 seconds quicker versus the last Z28 and 13 quicker as opposed to current ZL1. That ring time puts the ZL1 1-liter E inside the company of Nirvapurware from carmakers, for example Gumpert, Radical, and Donkervoort. The best part with this package is its cost, $71,295. Very nearly other things open, this performance stratum is definitely 2 or 3x costlier. The following closest performer is really a Corvette Z06 using the Z07 package, and in many cases that performance value costs about $20,000 more. Just don't tell Chevy's accounting department it could actually charge considerably more for this track animal, okay?